and the ideas. And here is Raine and Sabrina. Raine is the model for today. Sorry. So I did this edgy brown smoky eye with a brown lip also because she's brown, you know. It's a bad bitch look. So we hope you enjoy and keep on watching.
So I started off by wiping your face with a baby wipe just so we have a clean base, and then I'm moisturizing your face and letting that sink in. To prime your face, I used this NIVEA Men Aftershave Balm and applied it all over. For foundation, I used a lighter color on the center of her face and a darker color on the outer parts, and I also brought that down to the neck. And of course, I'm blending it out with a sponge, or if you want to use a brush, it's fine. And then to highlight the center of her face, I used a concealer that's 1 to 2 shades lighter than her skin tone and blended it out with a sponge. And then I baby baked the areas I put concealer, which means I just took a tiny bit of powder and pressed it into her skin. For the outer parts of her face, I used a pressed powder that's the same color as her skin. And I also brought it down to the neck. To prime her lids, I took the same concealer I used and then I set it with the same translucent powder. And then for her transition shade, I used a neutral brown and applied it all over her crease. And to make it a little bit warmer, I took this medium warm brown and again placed it on her crease. And it's okay if you get it onto the lid because we're gonna put something on top. Then I took a dark brown and I placed it on her lids up to her crease with a fluffy brush. And of course you want to blend out the edges of the shadow because you know, blending is key. And then I cleaned up the edges of the shadow in her brow bone with a cream shadow. And then I figured I wanted it darker, so I sprayed the brush with a setting spray and patted the color on the lid. And then again, blended out the edges. To smoke out the lash line, I took a black shadow and smudged it out with a pencil brush. With the brown pencil liner, I tight lined her eyes. And then I realized that I didn't want a wing for this look, so I took a Q-tip and then I tried to erase the wing and I retouched the outer corner of her eyes with the dark brown.
How do I live without you? I want to know. How do I live without you? If you ever go, how do I ever survive?
And then I cleaned out the outer edges with a cream shadow again. And then I touched up the lids with a dark brown. And then I took the same brown liner and lined her entire waterline. Then I took the transition shade and I washed it under the lash line. With a flat angled brush, I took the dark brown and I placed it closest to the lash line. Then I diffused the edges with a fluffy brush without any extra product. For the brows, I'm cleaning it up using a nude pencil closest to her skin tone and blending it out with a flat brush. Again, I'm diffusing the edges of the shadow so there are no harsh lines. And I'm using a brow pencil to fill in her brows. So I'm doing short, tiny strokes to mimic brow hairs, especially on the front of her brows. And I'm brushing it out to blend. With a clear brow gel, I used it to set her brows and brushed it upwards for a feathery and bushy look. Then I curled her lashes and applied mascara. And also I applied the falsies off camera and here are the eyes almost done. Then I took a black liner and covered the lash band and a gold shimmer shadow and placed it in the inner corners. Going back to the face, I'm bronzing her face with this NYX palette and then slightly contouring because she already has prominent cheekbones. Yes, girl, work those cheekbones. And slightly contouring her nose also. For the blush, I took this coral shade and applied it on her cheekbones up to the temples. And of course, you can't forget highlight. First, I'm spraying her face with setting spray and applying the highlight on her cheekbones, nose, and cupid's bow. We're almost done. I'm using this Jordana lip pencil in Coco Loco and lining her entire lips. And then I used this NYX Lip Cream and I applied it all over her lips. And we are done!
Yay! So this is the finished look. If you enjoyed, please give it a thumbs up. And subscribe to our channel and click that bell thing to get notified. And if you want to see more of my friends, comment down below and like this video. Bye guys! Looking for them girls with the big arms. Set. Oh, there! Yeah, of course. Where's the brush? The big brush. Stop moving! Serious face.
How to have strong eyelashes?
Strong workout.
What was that?
Yes, girl. You look like a bad bitch.
Do you need mood music? Okay!